Business and Leisure, your weekly window to the world of business and guide to the good life. Hosted by Mr. Ray Butch Gamboa.
Hello to everyone. Welcome to the perfect combination of business and the good life. This is Business and Leisure, your weekly business and lifestyle electronic magazine, where we bring you the week's significant business developments and the current trends in the world of leisure. This week, you'll have to again bear with me all throughout the show as our Sunshine Girls are both enjoying their breaks. But as I said last week, worry not, as this will just be temporary. Before we get on with this week's presentation all started, allow us to take a short break, but we shall be right back to talk business on BizWatch.
The power of Strata. It's your sport truck.
Think you're tough? Do you dare to go off-road or off-key? Do you use your great power with great control? With the new Isuzu D-Max, you're tough enough to be unstoppable. And you're tough enough to be right back. Isuzu D-Max, tough enough for anything.
SM Mall of Asia is inviting you all to witness the most magical and spectacular Christmas parades in the country. The Grand Festival of Lights. Catch your favorite Santa's magical friends Leo the Lion, Cyril the Squirrel, Ellie the Elephant, Benny the Bunny, Jerry the Giraffe, Haley the Hippo, Mackie the Monkey, and Hannah the Panda. Make your way to the North and South arcades of SM Mall of Asia every Saturdays of December, 5:30 p.m. Bring your whole family and friends. Merry Christmas!
Welcome back to Business and Leisure, and we now start talking serious business on BizWatch, our business section. For our lead issue this week, the ASEAN Single Window Platform will be launched by the first semester of 2018. 20 of our government agencies are expected to participate here. Our business reporter Heidi Santos has the story.
The Department of Finance welcomed the participation of 20 government agencies as they go online under the ASEAN Single Window Platform by early next year. Finance Secretary Carlos G. Dominguez III said that this is going to improve the ease of doing business in the Philippines.
This was revealed in a report by the anti-red tape team of the Department of Finance led by Undersecretary and Chief Economist Gil S. Beltran. The ASEAN Single Window Gateway is seen to speed up cargo clearances and promote economic integration because it will enable the electronic exchange of border documents among ASEAN members. As we speak, this platform is already being tested for implementation next year. Our BizWatch correspondent has more of the story.
3 major initiatives will be implemented to improve the ease of doing business in the country. These are the TradeNet platform for traders, the establishment of the Philippine Business Data Bank, and a parallel modernization initiative in the DOF and the Bureau of Internal Revenue and Customs. Next week, the Department of Information and Communications Technology in charge of the program flow and the Department of the Interior and Local Government in charge of logistics will hold a live demonstration on Philippine Business Data Bank to local government units, according to DOF's Technology Modernization Architect Dennis Reyes. The present administration is serious in improving the country's ranking in the World Bank's Ease of Doing Business Index. The TradeNet platform will serve as the Philippines' link to the ASEAN Single Window Gateway. With this platform, 66 government agencies will be on board in the next 2 to 3 years. The Philippine Data Bank, or PBDB, will involve the Department of Trade and Industry, the Securities and Exchange Commission, the various economic zones in the country, and all the 1,600 local government units. The PBDB will allow the online processing of business permits by LGUs. On the other hand, the TradeNet.gov.ph will allow traders to use the system to apply for import and export permits, initially for rice, sugar, used motor vehicles, selected chemicals, frozen meat medicines, and cured tobacco. Processing time for import-export clearances, the number of transactions, and submission of required documents will be much faster and shorter.
With this development, we can all look forward to the removal of bureaucratic red tape, which has always plagued business and even ordinary citizens when dealing with the government. Meanwhile, on the mining front, the Philippine Mine Safety and Environment Association announced that collective investments to make the country's mineral sector a much safer industry have been increasing yearly. Here's our BizWatch correspondent Andre Ko with the details.
The 64th Annual National Mine Safety and Safety Conference was recently held. The association president, Luis Sarmiento, announced during the conference that miners in the country have transformed themselves and invested billions of money for technology and world-class designs to mitigate the risk in their mining operations. He was quoted as saying that in spite of the challenges of the industry, and we are not a perfect industry, we are focused and committed to not only advocate responsible mining, but to practice it on the ground.
Risks such as landslide and flooding in the mining operations are seen to be mitigated with the advent of new technologies, mining designs, and extensive experience. The association president, Mr. Luis Sarmiento, assesses the mining operations in the country right now as meeting safety standards within the industry. More details from our BizWatch correspondent.
Mr. Sarmiento says that they expect more mining companies to meet global mining standards and guidelines with improved technology and designs. This includes dealing with the risks of open-pit mining and extracting minerals in the Philippines.
Mr. Luis Sarmiento sees that more and more Philippine mining companies are now being qualified in the government's Presidential Mineral Industry Environmental Awards, an improvement from the past. We will now take a short break, but be back shortly with more current and relevant business issues for you. Please stay with us.
When you sweat to be sweet and you clean par seed, it's love. When you try to look cool, but you look like a fool, it's love. It's love. It's love.
Show your love with the new features of the all-new Innova. Love the journey.
Happiness. Happiness times 7. The all-new Honda Mobilio. Ease of use, flexible interior for your various needs, convenient features, advanced technology, powerful engine, fuel efficient for a smooth journey, and sleek design for you. The all-new Honda Mobilio.
SM Mall of Asia is inviting you all to witness the most magical and spectacular Christmas parades in the country. The Grand Festival of Lights. Catch your favorite Santa's magical friends Leo the Lion, Cyril the Squirrel, Ellie the Elephant, Benny the Bunny, Jerry the Giraffe, Haley the hippo, Mackie the monkey, and Hannah the panda. Make your way to the north and south arcades of SM Mall of Asia every Saturdays of December, 5:30 p.m. Bring your whole family and friends. Merry Christmas!
Welcome back, and you're still on Business and Leisure's BizWatch, our business section. For this next business issue, the domestic printing industry has lodged a complaint because of the continued imposition of tax and duty on imported books. The Board of Investments will likely look more closely into this complaint. Our business correspondent Heidi Santos files this report.
There is clearly a shift towards digital media, and this is a problem that the global printing industry has to deal with. Yet, in spite of this, the government continues to impose tax and duties on imported books.
The ASEAN Printing Forum, the first ever industry forum in this region, was recently held, and BOI Governor Napoleon Concepcion was in attendance. The forum addressed the demands of regional integration and global markets opportunities in the printing industry. The BOI Governor promised to take this issue up with Customs Commissioner Isidro La Peña. More details from our BizWatch correspondent.
It was in December 2011 that the Department of Finance issued Department Order 57-2011 under Finance Secretary Cesar Purisima, exempting all imported books into the Philippines from taxes, whether these books are for personal or commercial use. With this order, all imported books should be duty-free and VAT-free, as well in compliance with the UNESCO Florence Agreement, where the country is a signatory. This agreement waived tariffs on books and other printed materials to facilitate the free flow of educational, scientific, and cultural materials. However, commercial book importers should present an endorsement from the Revenue Office of the Department of Finance in order to be tax and VAT exempt for imported books and other materials. With the apparent decline of the printing industry, the BOI Governor sees the need to update the 2014 Printing Industry Roadmap. He also sees the outlook for the printing industry and for the suppliers of ink, rollers, and other printing equipment as still positive because of the need for new printing applications like packaging materials.
It is sad to note that indeed there is an apparent decline in the printing industry. Part of the recent ASEAN Printing Forum was the signing of an agreement on what to do next in order for the industry to move forward in the face of technology advances. We wish them well. And now for our final business issue this week, the Philippines' oldest bank, the Bank of the Philippine Islands, recently invited the media to see for themselves the bank's new look in their refurbished bank in Makati. Andre Ko, our business reporter, has the details.
BPI is now 166 years old. Treasuring their heritage and yet keeping in step with the times, BPI opened its doors wide for the media to see how they have combined the old and the new in their newest refurbishing project. The look is fresh, bright, and modern, as Mr. Joey Gutangco, head of retail banking at BPI, said.
Very congested city, as you know, and if you had to do banking here, in this particular part of town, it's even more congested. So what we did is we took this fairly large space. In fact, there's a big chunk of it in the basement as well with our vaults, and we said, look, we wanted to create a very special space for our customers so that they could do not just their everyday transactions, but some of the more complicated ones as well, no? Where they really need trusted advice, because that's what we want to be as a trusted advisor. So when you take a look, it's kind of hard to envision it now, no? Because there's a lot of people in the branch, but when you walk in here, you have the transactional areas in front where you do what we call the high velocity transactions, withdrawal, deposit, balance inquiries, payments. You can do that on the ATM. But the way the branch flows is you can come into the back quite easily. You're not going through any doors, and all of a sudden you find yourself in this very private space here. This is a big moment for the bank, and frankly, it's a sign of the way we want to do things, particularly in the retail banking front.
As tradition dictates, there was a ceremonial tossing of coins by the bank executives to symbolize good luck, which the employees and guests enjoyed. There are now around 840 BPI branches across the archipelago, and about 20 of that were put up this year alone.
We're looking at refurbishing a lot more. Remember, our branches, we have around 840 by the end of this year. A typical branch is, would last 6-7 years. So, if you look into what happens next year, I could foresee us adding another 20 to 30. The central bank has given us permission to, in its last round, to go up about almost 50 to 60 branches. So we'll use up all those licenses pretty soon, between this year and next year.
In this day and age, customers want a pleasant banking experience, but more importantly, they want a secure bank that they can confidently deal with.
We have a very advanced central security system. We'd like to think that we're more successful than most. We do 25,000 transactions a second almost, and each of those are subject to some form of security scan. Whether it's a credit card, an ATM withdrawal, you're transacting here in the branch, or if you're doing something on EOL. The glitch in June was unfortunate, and I do not. Please, I don't wish to underplay, the impact it had on our customers. But, when the bank saw that happen, the number one thing that went through our minds is how do we take care of the customer, right? And, that you may define that as a security incident. We don't. But what does it matter? You were inconvenienced as a customer. So, as head of retail banking, and if you take a look at what we're doing here at this branch, what we care about is your experience as a customer. So whether it's your inconvenience because of a line or a processing error or something that's security related, phishing, we're trying to see the world through your eyes. We're a very connected bank. We have relationship managers who go out there on iPads. We have a very high proportion of our employees are on email and they surface the web. Our central security system looks at all of that because we're very sensitive to the protection of our customer. If you came into a branch here and you didn't have a good experience and you gave us that comment, here at BPI we take that very seriously.
Congratulations to the country's oldest bank, BPI, as you lead the way to progressive and secure banking. And with that, we end another edition of BizWatch. We shall pause for another break, and when we come back, we'll have the corporate profile segment of Business and Leisure. Please stay with us.
Calling all automobile enthusiasts. Autofocus.com.ph is exclusive to the automobile, where you'll find reviews on the latest brand new car models, together with their head-to-head comparisons. It has the detailed specs of car models available in the country and their latest SRPs and special promos, together with the latest auto industry news and developments like car launches and test drives. Autofocus.com.ph is all about automobiles. Click on.
Mall of Asia is inviting you all to witness the most magical and spectacular Christmas parades in the country. The Grand Festival of Lights. Catch your favorite Santa's magical friends Leo the Lion, Cyril the Squirrel, Ellie the Elephant, Benny the Bunny, Jerry the Giraffe, Haley the Hippo, Mackie the Monkey, and Hannah the Panda. Make your way to the North and South arcades of SM Mall of Asia every Saturdays of December, 5:30 p.m. Bring your whole family and friends. Merry Christmas!
Welcome back, and you're still on BNL's business section, and what we have next is our corporate profile segment. This week we will look into a company that has been loved by generations of Filipinos. Their highly successful baking business has brought smiles to young and old alike, not only here but in foreign shores as well.
This logo of Lemon Square is recognized by almost all Filipinos who may have had it for a flavorful snack at many points in their life. This is a company that has been around for 30 years now, and it is interesting to hear its story from the second-generation member of this family-owned enterprise. This is EJ Vergel de Dios, marketing manager of Lemon Square and son of the owners Nina and Errol Vergel de Dios. EJ graduated with a degree in business management, and it is not hard to see how and why he ended up with the family business. EJ has a story to tell about the company's origins.
Siguro it all started when my mom discovered her love for baking, or her passion for baking, when she was at an early age of 9 years old. So, nagsimula lang siya helping out my grandmom sa house with her baking and cooking. And I remember nung bata ako, she would tell us a story na in order to do a cream puff, when she baked her cream puffs back then, minsan nasusunog yung fingertips niya. Because di ba pag cream puff may burnt sugar. So when she dipped the cream puff sa burnt sugar, pagka angat niyang ganun, tumutulo yung burnt sugar sa fingers niya. So those are the small things, no? And then after that, during her high school days, every year she would enroll sa cooking and baking summer classes or courses, no? So, tinuloy niyang i-hone yung skill niya sa baking dahil sa kanyang love or passion for baking.
EJ's parents married in 1985 and stayed in the family compound in Valenzuela, Bulacan. As EJ narrated, his mom worked in the corporate world in Makati, a good distance from their residence. So his dad encouraged his mom to quit her job and instead focus on her first love, which was baking.
She dropped her job, she quit her job, and then she started baking again at home. But instead of just home cooking, home baking, she started selling her products out and sharing it to the consumers outside of the home. She started in a, I think, 15 to 20 square meter na kitchen back in Valenzuela. And from there, she started selling or producing products at her own and selling it on her own rin.
Actually, even when she was still a student, Nina Vergel de Dios was already baking and selling her baked products to family and friends for just extra allowance.
But when they really started the business, yung Lemon Square na talaga, her first products talaga were the cheesecake and the brownies. So doon na talaga nagsimula. And then, since she was in Valenzuela, binentahan niya yung mga tendera sa wet market o sa palengke ng Malabon at Nabotas. So doon lang siya nagsimula. And syempre, dahil small enterprise lang siya, nakalala niya sarili niya, binenta niya yung produkto niya. So saleswoman na rin yung mami ko back then. And then, after that, sabi ng mga tendero, bumibenta, masarap yung produkto mo, bili kami ulit. So nagkaroon ng repeat purchase after that. And tuloy-tuloy niya ng nabentahan. Through word of mouth na rin ang ibang mga palengke around the area.
For 30 years since they've started, their original product, the cheesecake, has been the quintessential Pinoy favorite among the baked snacks of Lemon Square. The founder, Nina, personally loves the lemon flavor, and her favorite was always the Lemon Square, and that explains her choice of name for the bustling family business. From a one-woman business, Lemon Square eventually hired 2 or 3 bakers and a couple of salespersons. Eventually, they had to hire more people, and the family of Errol Vergel de Dios eventually purchased a bigger lot in Maykawayan to house the growing business.
And up to now, both my parents are very hands-on in the business, ganyan. And andun sa point na, syempre, hindi na matututukan lahat, no? But the recipe is something that she very, kumbaga, she guides every day o binabantayan niya every day, no? Meaning, once in a while, titikman niya yung produkto, check niya, may feel na kagad, sa lasa pa lang, malaman niya na para may something na kulang o may something na, paano, nagbago ng supplier or nagbago ng specific raw material or the quantity.
The Vergel de Dios couple did not have complicated marketing strategies, and both did not really need their college degrees for the enterprise they both started and grew to become a multi-million business.
Very exploratory si Mommy. Very creative yung mind. Daming tumatakbo sa imagination rin niya in terms of flavors. At the same time, may nga siyang bake. So, nauna, dati, wala pang R&D, wala pang masyadong structure yung company, siya rin talaga nagtatrial. We used to have a lot of products rin na siguro through time na phase out na rin, but she also explored nung dati pa. No? So, fast forward na nagkaroon ng more structure yung company, there's an R&D department who takes care of the recipes and who or continue to explore new flavors out there. Yun na rin siguro yung way niya because siya rin nag-handle ng R&D.
As EJ proudly states, their company is 100% family-owned, and because of that, they continue to instill the values of respect, trust, and camaraderie among the employees. They carefully watch the journey of every product, from sourcing the materials to production and all the way to the shelves where they are displayed for sale to the public. From their very humble beginning, how did they achieve tremendous growth over a span of over 30 years? Mr. Chito V. Castro, Operations Director of Lemon Square, talks about the challenges the company faced during its evolving years.
First of all, I came in just about the time that they were, starting to expand the distribution. Yung the dreams were becoming bigger, no, for the company. At the start, I suppose na kwento na ni EJ. They had a very good product, particularly Lemon Square cheesecake. So all they had to do was to make it available and make people try it. And the moment people tried it, they loved it. So word of mouth, kumalat, no.
Awareness, according to him, is created by personal experiences and also by word of mouth, and this they capitalized on. The challenge was how to accelerate the consumer's awareness of Lemon Square products.
Siguro mga 20 years ago, they started advertising, and that helped in accelerating the availability, no, yung presence ng produkto sa mga tindahan from supermarkets down to the sari-sari stores.
But then, if one has a good product to start with, everything else comes easy if one puts a lot of hard work and imagination into it.
May problema lang kami sa bandang Visayas, Mindanao kasi medyo una yung problem ng logistics at saka isa pa yung, well, cakes are by nature medyo short shelf life, no? And with a 2-month, 3-month shelf life. At the start, we tried getting distributors, but it was very difficult to get distributors who could handle a product with a well, relatively short shelf life.
Their products were brought to foreign shores mainly as pasalubongs to the Filipino communities abroad. At that time, the company could already claim full coverage of the Philippine market. So it was actually time to get into the next stage of the business, which is export.
Since then, it's still in its infancy, our export business. But our products are now available in countries in Asia, in North America like the US and Canada, in the Middle East. I think there are about 14 countries in all.
Starting with the Filipino communities abroad, the products soon found their way into the mainstream communities, even in areas where there is no heavy concentration of Pinoy dwellers.
We have, about 400,000 retailers selling Lemon Square, and then thousands of people either directly employed with us, with our distribution and logistics partners who handle selling and distribution all over the country.
As for the young marketing manager of Lemon Square, EJ Verhel de Dios, his mom's advice to him and his 2 other siblings is to always follow their dreams and never give up. EJ also took the opportunity to talk about how his company and his family is giving back to the community.
It's giving back to the needy and the less fortunate. So every so often, we provide feeding programs to the partner community or partner businesses or schools within the community. Dito muna kami sa May Kawayan or Liptong, Barangay Liptong. No? So it's really siguro providing in the community not only the jobs, but syempre in some little way yung feeding program to the less fortunate. Ongoing project, hindi siya yung tipong one time lang, continuous kasi yun when you talk about nutrition and health. At the same time, syempre, ayaw naman namin talagang mangyari yung mga unfortunate na pangyayari like calamity. We also provide products during those times to corporations who have more established na structure in providing to the communities affected by the typhoons and the calamities.
We hope you enjoyed our feature on Corporate Profile this week, the story of Lemon Square and how they built their empire from the ground to what it is now. That ends the business section of BNL. The lifestyle part of the show will commence after this short break. Stay with us.
Mall of Asia is inviting you all to witness the most magical and spectacular Christmas parades in the country. The Grand Festival of Lights. Catch your favorite Santa's magical friends Leo the Lion, Cyril the Squirrel, Ellie the Elephant, Benny the Bunny, Jerry the Giraffe, Haley the Hippo, Mackie the Monkey, and Hannah the Panda. Make your way to the north and south arcades of SM Mall of Asia every Saturdays of December, 5:30 p.m. Bring your whole family and friends. Merry Christmas!
This is Business and Leisure, and may we welcome you now to the second equally important part of our weekly presentation, the Leisure Report, your weekly guide to the good life. We usually have one of the Sunshine Girls hosting our lifestyle section, but as the ladies are on a break, you'll again be stuck with me. Okay, let's start with the latest happenings in the metro with our Lifestyle Chronicles.
Marco Polo Ortigas recently unveiled their sweet Christmas celebrations with the lighting of its own chocolate-inspired Tinseltown Christmas tree. During the event, the Sisters of Mary Boys Town Choir Group sang Christmas carols for the guests in the sky lobby of Marco Polo Ortigas. This year, Marco Polo Ortigas wants their customers and guests to experience an unforgettable combination of overflowing indulgent goodies and sweet memories made with love from the hotel's chocolate factory. Crowne Plaza Manila Galleria held its first Christmas launch to officially open the holiday season. With the theme Holiday Glitz and Glam, the Crowne Plaza lobby was decorated with gold and ivory and a 20-foot Christmas tree standing high with all its golden grandeur. Christmas Joy Foundations serenaded the guests with beautiful Christmas carols. After the Christmas tree lighting, a contemporary fashion show was held at the Seven Corners restaurant, highlighting the holiday glam collection of Mr. Nardi Presa.
Actually, Crowne Plaza and Holiday Inn Manila Galleria has this theme of holiday glitz and glamour, which means it's more on recirculating in a theme of gold and white. And then this is the first time also that we had our Christmas tree lighting ceremony together with a fashion show. In the Christmas tree lighting that we had last November 23, we had this small launch together with invited guests and top key media clients of our hotel. And then on the second part, we had a fashion show wherein this fashion show exhibited a lot of 30 collections with pertains or in regards to the Christmas season that we have right now. We have these different packages as well. Aside from the tree lighting, we offer different packages for the rooms. We have this events packages, and we have also the packages for our outlets, which is Sinkendi, Seven Corners, Fab Restaurant, and Bar One. I'm inviting everyone to please visit our hotel, Crowne Plaza and Holiday Inn Manila Galleria, and experience the holiday glitz and glamour and the magical Christmas that we offer this season. Enjoy all the gold and white Christmas decorations that we have, and especially all the Christmas offerings and packages that we have for you.
Treasury Wine Estates, a leader in the global wine industry, in partnership with Premier Wine and Spirits Incorporated, one of the leading distributors of premium wines and spirits in the Philippine market, recently hosted an intimate one-night-only wine socials showcasing 3 of the best and most prestigious wineries in the great estate of Napa at the Mireya Raffles, Makati. Hosted this intimate affair is none other than Treasury Wine Estate's American brand ambassador, Miss Kate Rowe. Invited guests were able to get a sneak preview of Sterling Vineyards prior to its official launch.
So I think the really exciting thing about the Napa Valley and about California in general is there's so much diversity there. So the 3 estates that we've got today are all focused around the Napa Valley, but they've all got a very different philosophy and different winemaking styles. So I think Sterling is probably the youngest and the most sort of fruit-driven out of the styles. And then you've got Beaulieu Vineyards, which is quite traditional and rich and full-bodied. And then Stag's Leap, which has actually got a French winemaker, is producing some of the more elegant and the more complex styles out of the region. So although they all are very close together geographically, I think they've got some really exciting and different styles of wine, which is really great to be able to bring and let people see the differences and make up their own minds on what they like.
Wine drinkers, I think. People who are already drinking wine. We know that a lot of people here enjoy wine on a daily basis, and as Sam has said, it's about showcasing the premium and super premium wines that Napa is currently producing.
Hi there, I'm Sam Stevens from Treasury Wine Estates, the brand ambassador, and I'm here to invite you to try the fantastic range of Californian wines that we've got available. Sterling Vineyards, Beaulieu Vineyards and Stag's Leap, all available at Premier Wine and Spirits Incorporated. Cheers.
Good evening, my name's Kate Rowe and I'm a brand ambassador for Treasury Wine Estates. I'd just like to let you know that Beaulieu Vineyards, Sterling Vineyards and Stag's Leap are now going to be available at Premier Wines and Spirits Inc. So please do come along and enjoy. Cheers.
Those are the latest and hottest events in and around the metro. Rest assured that we bring you more exclusive events next week, especially now that the holiday season is officially here. As we now move on, up next is our popular segment, Places. This week, our BNL crew's latest discovery is a newly opened Italian restaurant in Bonifacio Global City. Watch this.
This is the newest Italian restaurant in town, Mamma Mia. From the choice of name down to well-appointed and decidedly Italian interiors, and of course their specialty dishes, there is no doubt that this is not your ordinary Italian food restaurant. So, why Mamma Mia?
I believe only a mother can bring all together, can gather everyone in one location, and only a mother can cook a great food for everyone, especially starts with breakfast, lunch, dinner, and also at late night drinking.
You just met the young Bruno Iapino, son of the owners of Mamma Mia, who now runs the restaurant. Bruno's dad is pure Italian and his mother is Filipino. He grew up in Italy where his dad ran a restaurant and bar business, so this is nothing new to him. He imbibed the love for the business, and Mamma Mia is actually the third restaurant that the family operates here. The first is Parmigiana Ristorante Italiana, which has 2 branches, one at the Resorts World and another in Alabang. That was in the year 2015, and they soon opened the second brand, Tony and Serio at McKinley in Makati. And the latest, this Mamma Mia restaurant in BGC. And Bruno, who graduated from San Beda College here, is serious about bringing Italian dining cuisine to the Philippines.
We want to capture the family and the Yappies. I believe kasi sila yung perfect para dun sa restaurant, sa bar and restaurant, Mamma Mia.
Because it is a resto bar, the circular bar takes center stage. While it is a family-oriented restaurant during the day and well into dinner time, the ambiance takes on a new twist after dinner. Check out the well-stocked bar with a very wide assortment of wines and hard drinks. That is why this restaurant opens from 11 a.m. for the lunch crowd and closes at 11 p.m. for the bar-goers during the week. On weekends, it remains open until 3 a.m.
Because we have everything. We're not just a restaurant, we're not just a bar. We cater from breakfast, we have a coffees, we have desserts, we have a lot of pastas, pizzas, and at late night we have a bar. We change the ambience into a bar type, and especially we are serving family-sized dishes, which is really huge. 45, like for our pasta, we are serving 45 for family, and I think no one's did that in the Philippines yet. We have a great music also, which we believe that really important when you are dining in a restaurant. We have a good liquors as well. We have Italian liquors, and we have our special cocktails as well.
The restaurant is spacious as well, accommodating as many as 100 hungry diners.
We can host events, especially with this Christmas. We are inviting everyone also to come and try Mamma Mia.
Italian cuisine has reached iconic levels in the global arena, so Bruno introduced to us their in-house chef, Salvatore, who laid out quite a feast for all of us.
Buongiorno, I would like to introduce our chef Salvatore to explain some of our specialty dishes.
Hello, buongiorno, good morning everyone. Okay, let me explain some dishes, and let's start with the carbonara. Carbonara, we have two versions of carbonara. The traditional one, which is the regular carbonara, but we give a little bit a modern twist with the carbonara Mamma Mia, which is a sharing portion with a crust with the Parmesan cheese on top, and we bake in the oven. It's a really a fun twist and a lot of taste on it. Okay. Plus, as you can see, we can do solo portion and we can do sharing portion. So all the family can come and they can really taste and share our carbonara.
Check out this very large serving of carbonara with lots of cheese, melted and toasty, sitting on the top of this huge mound.
For our pasta carbonara, we have a solo portion of this one ranging to 365 pesos, and then also for the sharing around 1,300. It's already good for 3 to 5 persons.
Then we have the pollo chicken Mamma Mia, which is the whole chicken we baked in the oven, and we'll finish up in the brick oven with roast potato with rosemary and nice dill juice sauce. Very tasty and very good, because remember, I have a nose for quality, okay?
This big-sized chicken is oozing with the flavors of rosemary and other spices. It's very tender and good for the whole family.
For our specialty chicken, we call it Mama's Roasted Chicken. We have a half portion, which is 375, and for the whole portion, around 750 pesos.
Then we go with the pizza, pistachio, and mortadella. It's with the cream, pistachio from Italy, and mortadella from Italy. This is a very innovative pizza. Mamma Mia restaurant is different from other restaurants. Other restaurants have the same cookie cutter menu. We totally different. We have the traditional taste, but with a beautiful twist. Like you can see, the pizza is a different color, pistachio ground, mortadella, and all the edge of the pizza is filled with the ricotta and cheese, which is nobody does.
This is already a special treat for only 595 pesos.
Plus we have our homemade gelato. We produce several flavors: coffee, cafe latte, pistachio, vanilla, and others.
And this is their lineup of their gelato, proudly homemade here in Mamma Mia. Check out their creamy goodness of authentic Italian gelato in these flavors. The salty caramel, which has gained quite a following here. and their mango caramel, which has a Pinoy twist to it owing to our favorite tropical fruit. For those who love mint, check out the Dirty Mint with bits of cookies. Then there is the all-time favorite, strawberry. And finally, the indulgent dark Belgian chocolate gelato. And finally, to cap a meal.
And at the end, a good Italian, we have our espresso at the end of each dinner, lunch or dinner. Please, I would like to invite everyone to see us at Mamma Mia and look for me, Chef Salvatore, the news.
We're inviting everyone to try Mamma Mia. We are located at Uptown Mall, BGC, and we are open at 11 a.m. until 1 a.m. on weekdays and 11 a.m. until 3 a.m. on weekends. And we are also having our discount, 30% discount for 1 month until December 22. Thank you.
That was Mamma Mia, our featured restaurant here in our popular segment, Places. We have more in store for you on BNL's Lifestyle section when we come back after this short break.
Think you're tough? Do you dare to go off-road or off-key? Do you use your great power with great control? With the new Isuzu D-Max, you're tough enough to be unstoppable. And you're tough enough to be right back. Isuzu D-Max, tough enough for anything.
Motoring Today is now on the web. Watch this episode or other past episodes of the country's longest running motoring program any time of the day by logging on to our website, motoringtoday.ph. Motoring Today is now online, just a click away.
SM Mall of Asia is inviting you all to witness the most magical and spectacular Christmas parades in the country. The Grand Festival of Lights. Catch your favorite Santa's magical friends Leo the Lion, Cyril the Squirrel, Ellie the Elephant, Benny the Bunny, Jerry the Giraffe, Haley the Hippo, Mackie the Monkey, and Hannah the Panda. Make your way to the North and South arcades of SM Mall of Asia every Saturdays of December, 5:30 p.m. Bring your whole family and friends. Merry Christmas!
Welcome back, and here now is our What to Enjoy and Where as you take your weekly leisure trip for our recommended leisure destinations. Check these out.
Here now is our weekly list of highly recommended leisure destinations. Be it fine dining, romantic garden wedding, or a relaxed meal of excellent dishes, the name Ilustrado comes to mind. It's one of the few places that serve the best paella in town. Ilustrado, located within the walled city of Intramuros. The Highlands Prime Steakhouse is indeed the prime dining destination where you can enjoy the best of prime steak. The Highland Prime Steakhouse serves nothing but U.S. Angus prime beef. And the Highlands Prime Steakhouse also serves an array of prime gourmet dishes like the Squid Ink Pasta, topped with a whole prawn of their delectable sea bass that's always juicy and served with mashed potato and a wedge of lemon. And their breads and cakes are baked fresh every day. The Highlands Prime Steakhouse is at the SM Mall of Asia, and that's where you should have your next lunch, dinner, or intimate party.
Steak lovers from north of the metro can also enjoy the juiciest prime steaks and other mouth-watering dishes at Highlands Prime Steakhouse, located at Estancia, Capitol Commons in Pasig.
And that's our regular What to Enjoy and Where to Go list. Business and Leisure's weekly guide to destinations and places to go to enjoy the good life.
Those places we have shown are highly recommended, so do visit them soon. We're down to our last segment, and this is dedicated to all the firearm enthusiasts out there. Here now is Sport Shoot.
Sport Shoot is brought to you by Rock Island Armory, manufactured by Armscore Global Defense Incorporated.
Welcome to Sport Shoot. This is a leisure segment for the gun enthusiast. This week, our featured handgun is a Ruger LCP-2, a sequel to the original Ruger LCP that came out in 2008, a compact, flat, lightweight, and reliable pistol. The Ruger LCP-2 is a striker-fired semi-automatic. It is a 380 ACP pistol that has a capacity of 6+1 rounds. The barrel measures 2.75 inches, but its overall length is 5.17. The Ruger LCP-2 has a height of 3.71 inches and it weighs 10.6 ounces. The gun is finished in black nitride steel with a black polymer frame. It is fixed serrated or blade notch for sights. The trigger was tested at 5 pounds 8 ounce and it retails in the US for $350. On the range, according to the experts, the gun feels light, but also feels like a crisp single-action trigger. The Ruger LCP-2, however, does not have wrist strike capability. In a very rare chance that one round fails to go off, the shooter has to work the slide to recock the gun. The pistol's small size also makes it hard to control the recoil. It also does not have a hold-open mechanism, which makes the shooter unaware that the gun is already empty. The LCP-2 also has to be carried with an LCP-2 magazine if one wants to hold 7 rounds. Overall, for its diminutive size, this ultra-compact pistol consumed all the ammunition without fail. It is perfect as a concealed carry because it can fit just about anywhere you want to carry it. That was the Ruger LCP-2, our featured handgun for this week's Sport Shoot. And that's Sport Shoot, business and leisure segment for the gun enthusiast.
Sport Shoot is brought to you by Rock Island Armory, manufactured by Armscore Global Defense Incorporated.
That was another remarkable firearm on Spotlight on our segment geared towards all the gun enthusiasts, and we've got more to show you in the future presentations of Sport Shoot. And with that, we end another edition of Business and Leisure. Thank you for staying with us. Don't forget to follow us in our social media accounts. Till the next time, this has been your host, Ray Butch Gamboa. Good business to all and enjoy the good life.